My childhood was all about football. So I was involved in sport from a really young age, started playing at 7 years old and ended up at Manchester United right up until I was 16. And I thought I was going to be a professional footballer. Played for a few other clubs as well, like Southampton, Portsmouth, Aston Villa, through my teens. And I thought I was going to be a professional footballer. And that was kind of the path that was mapped out for me. So what that meant is from a really young age, I took care of myself. I ate good things. I was training, when other kids after school would be going and sitting in the rec and smoking weed and eating whatever, me and my dad would be training 2, 3 times a week. I'd be playing for two different teams, so I'd be essentially playing football or training 5 days a week, right from probably 12 years old all the way to 16. So what that did, although I haven't ended up being a professional footballer, it kept me away from a lot of the pitfalls that you get into as a teenager, which is smoking,
Mm.
drinking, drugs, things like that. And where I grew up on the Isle of Wight, particularly the drugs and drinking, that's a really close to the surface thing, simply because so many young people are bored. There's not a lot
Yeah.
to do, not a lot to do down there, and there's been a massive drug problem on the Isle of Wight in youngsters for years. I've seen it firsthand, and that kind of interest in sport and desire to be a professional kept me away from all of that, which is something I've always been incredibly grateful for. But what that led me to have an interest in immediately is obviously sport in general, and also competition, and that whole strive to be the best version of yourself. At 12 years old, 13 years old, you're being sent into trial matches with a bunch of kids that you don't know that all want the same thing you want, and especially in my position because I played in goal, you're